Hello, everybody. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas. I got a Facebook or a little video I want to do this morning. It started off Facebook, like it happens often, and I woke up and I saw a message from Facebook. They had removed a post of mine about the trap door, and so I posted, defended myself, and then I come back. A lot of it has to do with this Lieutenant Dickie, okay? And so I decided just to call him out, publicly call him out. That's what this video is going to be, publicly calling out Lieutenant Dickie, Tony Dickie, to tell everybody how you got into my home. It's time to make this right. Okay, and so here I've got a picture of him. I found a picture, and I have a little. This is posted on my Facebook this morning. Jeanette is the name of Lieutenant Tony Dickie's mom, and I see her often as she works at the estate sales that I go to. I suspect that I will see her again this morning. She's a really nice lady, and I have no doubt that she knows her son lied about what happened at my home. I've wondered how many times in her life that she bragged on him for being an upholder of the law, and then to find out that he was under my home on the night that I was ambushed and shot by somebody under my home. This has to be embarrassing for him and his family, along with the entire Midland Police Department. We can't sweep this under the rug, and it's not okay. Mr. Dickie, it's time to tell the truth and make this right. It's not only my life that has been ruined, but many other crimes and murders. It's easy to see that somebody murdered the guy that lived here before me, and a young girl was murdered at an underground oil show party in 2010. Homes all over Midland and the country are rigged like this one, with crimes being committed every single day. Okay, I found this picture on the internet, and that's with his daughter there. And at the top is from the police report that was illegally withheld for 7 years. It was the smoking gun, because that's what time-stamped Lieutenant Dickie in my home at 11:05, and when he wasn't seen arriving on the security cameras that saw Woodward and Naylor. And that is how it's known that he came in to my home from the underground removed trap door. I had one person suggest one time that maybe it was a bunch of kids, and they were partying underground, and they were involved, in this murder attempt, whatever, and they were the kids of police officers. I've posted about that before, and so I wonder if his daughter was here. Maybe she knows something. Maybe she knows the people that were under my house. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know, but what I do know is that I know his mom, and I think that is a good family. I think very highly of his mom, a very nice lady. And I think he's embarrassing her, and he's embarrassing his family, and he's embarrassing the Midland Police Department, and the evidence is out there. This charade can't be kept up no longer. It's time to man up and tell the truth about what happened. He came into my home from that now removed trap door. This was my comment, on my first comment this morning. I said trapdoor comment removed. This morning I woke up to see a message from Facebook telling me that my verifiable and fact-based comment on the now removed trapdoor from where I was ambushed and shot was a violation of community standards. Last night I blocked a woman named Amber McCoy who placed a laughing emoji on this Facebook post, so obviously she reported it. The question that needs to be asked is, why doesn't she want the public to see these facts about this capital murder attempt? And you notice that she didn't argue the facts. She's trying to get them removed. Let the record show that my security cameras timestamp Martin County Sheriff John Woodward and the late Midland County Sheriff Deputy Mike Naylor arriving at my home at 11:01 p.m. and the police report showed that at 11:05, 4 minutes later, Lieutenant Dickie stated no one in the house, inside, and lots of odd things like booby traps. There wasn't no booby traps, by the way, or they'd be in evidence. Lieutenant Dickie was not seen arriving on the security cameras, so how did he get in my home without being seen? We know it wasn't from another door, as all of my other doors were secured with extra locks, as noted on the police reports. This is the smoking gun, and proved that he came into my home from the now removed trapdoor the ex-wife had already told me about, and from where I had been ambushed and shot. You'll notice that nobody will argue these facts, and they only want to keep the public from seeing what really happened when I was shot by surprise inside my home with my phone lines cut. Okay. It's a screenshot from the security camera video, and it's 19 minutes after I crawled out and left. It's time-stamped at 11:01, okay? So 11:01, first two police officers shows up. Took 6 years to get them identified, okay? And a $2,000 reward. And now we know the Martin County Sheriff John Woodward and the late Midland County Deputy Sheriff Mike Naylor. Okay, so they showed up 19 minutes after I crawled out without being dispatched, and their names are missing from the police report. And they wasn't identified until 2018 by a private investigator. And like I said, their names were not on the police report. This time stamped these two at my home. Dickie was not seen arriving at my home, but he was inside my home 4 minutes later. That's the whole point right there. Okay, and so. This is going to be a short video. I want to show you here last night. I take screenshots, okay? So, when she did that ha-ha, see, that's the ha-ha. I said, who is this person? I don't know Amber McCoy, And there's the Facebook post right there, now remove trap door, And I'm sitting there, and I was asked, she says, have you ever had anybody check the trap door your ex told you about? And I said, I pulled that cabinet out after I returned from the hospital, and I found concrete there, which I believe was poured while I was in the hospital. Keep in mind that multiple proofs show that I was not shot with my gun, and multiple people are documented saying that tunnels and underground homes are here, including one guy that was running for sheriff. It's a proven fact that I was shot from that now removed trap door. In 2019, I finally got the long withheld police report, and it timestamped 5 police officers at or inside my home. And that's what I was showing here, earlier there. But so anyways, this morning, I wake up and I see this message. I blocked Amber McCoy. I didn't even know who that was. Your comment goes about community standards. And it's real obvious that Amber McCoy turned in, because I blocked her when she put that emoji on there. And she wanted this removed. She can't argue the facts. See, that's the thing about it. Ain't nobody wants to argue the facts on oh, no, that's not true. They can't argue the facts. These are the facts, They just don't want the public to see the facts, okay? And as I was saying here, in 2019, I finally got a long withheld police report, and it timestamped 5 police officers at or inside my home when they were not seen arriving on the security cameras that saw other officers arrive. And that was Davis, Dickie, Chatwell, Angel, and Hale. All of my other doors were secured with extra locks, which proved those police had entered my home from that underground trap door. This means that police were under my home when somebody under my home had shot me. It also explains why the police tampered with evidence and lied on the police reports. This is not a what if or could be, but bold and blatant lawlessness. Because of this evidence, I suspect it was those same corrupt police that murdered the guy that lived here before me, and most likely the young girl at the 2010 oil show party. And I put a link to a fact-filled video called Secret Police Timeline. That was removed by Facebook. And, that's obvious. I always take screenshots, because who is this person? Maybe they have a connection. Amber McCoy, okay, from Hobbs, New Mexico. I had posted that video yesterday, and possibly that's where it come from. But somehow, some way, Amber McCoy has some connection to the premeditated capital murder attempt on my life, right? And that's why I'm taking screenshots, okay? There's the 2 proof pictures I was showing you. Timestamp the Naylor and Woodward here, 1101. And this was from the police report. This is actually 1105 from the police report. The police report that was illegally withheld for 7 years. I didn't get this till 2019. And it shows Dickie, 9599 is Dickie. No one in the house, inside, and lots of odd things. That's what time-stamped Dickie in my house at 1105. And he was not seen arriving on the security cameras that saw Woodward and Naylor 4 minutes earlier. That was the whole point of this whole thing. And then here, this is just a little text-based, facts-based proof showing I wasn't shot with my gun. The size of pellets in my foot were 2.5 sizes different than was in my gun. Doctor said he removed a large amount of plastic from my foot, which wouldn't be there if I'd shot myself. Lisa Rogers documented, telling me that I was shot with a .45 handgun. Crime scene investigator Marty Barrett checked in live shells from my gun, but not any empty shells that would have been there if I'd shot myself. That's a very important fact. Proves I wasn't shot with my gun. Reported burglar alarms going off in my attic 14 months before I was ambushed and shot with burglar alarms going off in my attic. Documented fact. 11 police accidentally started a camera, caught themselves staging the crime scene. Took 6 years to get them identified. Police caught lying on police reports, tampering with evidence. One of them, Matt Davis, admitted to it. I made a recent video about it. He said, buddy, I stole the evidence and nobody will find out. Okay. 5 police were at or inside my home. Davis, Dickie, Chadwell, Angel, and Hale. Secret police remained secret for 6 years. Multiple people now documented saying a tunnels and underground homes are here. One guy running for sheriff. I secretly recorded him telling us the last sheriff used to hang out in these underground homes. You can see where one of them is in my backyard. Google Maps showing a large building in my backyard. Concrete poured 2 weeks after showing the Department of Homeland Security where I believe the human trafficking murder tunnel used for the oil show parties was located. Got that on camera. Proof of x-rays being faked. No doubt about it. Absolute proof about that. Proof of security cameras being fake. No doubt about that. Absolute proof. Proof of the press hiding these huge stories from the public. Absolutely 100%. I was ambushed and shot in my own home. There is no doubt. Now we're going to go back to me publicly calling out Lieutenant Tony Dickie to man up and tell the truth and make this right. You're supposed to be an upholder of the law. You're embarrassing your family, and I'm calling you out today. You tell everybody what really happened here. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas.